in and they show up and they're like, oh, I have my new insurance cards, by the way. And we're like, oh gosh, that changes things a little bit. So first thing with that, make sure that you talk to your prosthetist and all of your healthcare professionals before making changes to make sure that it's not going to affect your care and your benefits. And also who is in network and is an in-network provider. So it can change where you might be able to go to get your care.
So a lot of times you can even ask the insurance company, is this going to change things? And they'll say no, because your basic coverage is going to look the same on paper. But what that means is their in-network providers might not encompass all the people that you're typically going to see.
So making sure that you talk to all of your doctors, everybody that's providing your care, how it's going to change your benefits, who you can work with. And just know that the insurance agents that you're talking with are usually salesmen. So they're trying to get you to buy in. They're going to benefit from you maybe not being as aware of what your benefits are. So making sure that you talk to all of your other healthcare providers too, just to make sure that you're getting the benefits that fit you and the care that you need.
Absolutely. Thanks, Abby.
All right.
Thanks. So moving forward, we still have some people who might be joining us. So we're going to save the in-person introductions and kind of what we've got going on for the in-person stuff for a little bit later. And we'll go to the online introductions and then we will do our in-person stuff. So that way, if there's anyone who's not here that might be joining us, who's running a few minutes late, we'll have a chance to all start together. So I guess we'll go to Brianna and Bill and see who we want to have join us first.
Lynn, if you could check in real quick.
Hi, I'm Lynn. Thank
Hi,
you for
Lynn. How you
having this
doing?
today. Good, I'm awesome. Thank you. I'm down here in Tampa, Florida area, and I'm also a prosthetist and orthotist, and I'm the host of Lynn's Amputee chat room. And I appreciate everything that you're doing to get awareness out to the community.
Yeah, well, we think it's really important. We definitely think that there's a demand for that. And it's nice that you're joining us, because I think the more that maybe we can kind of join forces with people who have, the same interest in mind, I think that's better for the people that we serve. And since you're like me and an amputee, us as well, right?
Right.
Yeah. So did you have anything you want to ask or share with us today, or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
My
Well,
mouth
if
will
you do-
start yapping later.
Oh, great.
Well,
Great.
yeah, we all have a tendency to do that. so.
Exactly. So absolutely. Thanks for coming. And Abby kind of told us a little bit about it, you coming into the Ask Me Anything, and it's great to have you here. We really look forward to working together and collaborating. So
Yeah,
thanks.
and if anyone maybe has a question about something, and I don't know how you interact with the people who are running the online stuff, but if you maybe had an opinion that you wanted to chime in with,
Right.
we'd see if we could make that happen too. So,
Great, thank you.
all right. Thanks for joining us.
Robin is next. Hi, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin Hendry. I'm from Roseburg, Oregon.
Hi,
And
Robin. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. I enjoy watching you guys. So basically, I'm here to listen, but I do have a quick question.
Sure.
I'm still struggling with walking. I'm using a walker, not very far, but I am getting some steps in. But my question is, if I'm walking on a hardwood floor, everything seems to be okay. But if I'm walking on the carpet, then my toe drags. I'm wondering why. Am I walking wrong, or what is that about?
Robin, I know we've talked before. Do you have a microprocessor knee?
Yes, I do now.
Okay, I thought so. So what that microprocessor knee is looking for is it's looking for a certain amount of weight that's going through the toe of the foot. And so as you take at the end of the step, it has a strain gauge that tells how much pressure is on the toe. Well, on a hard surface, you're pushing down into the toe of that prosthesis, and the hard surface is letting the toe bend. When you're on the soft carpet, it's likely that the softness of the padding and the carpeting is absorbing some of that. So you may have to shift a little bit more weight onto the prosthesis. You may have to really emphasize putting weight through the toe at the end of the step. And trying that, and then it makes it swing a little bit more fluidly and is less likely to catch the toe during the swing phase. Now, granted, that's without seeing you do this.
Right. That's just kind of
That's-
letting you know the
right.
functionality of the knee. But again, it's something that it's quite common.
It is a quite a common thing that could be happening.
And you're still in your first year of using the prosthesis. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah,
'cause I
this
remember
one I only got like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Otherwise, I wasn't really just that one that's like a hinge type thing. So yeah, so it's still pretty new. And I can
So
understand that. That makes sense to me that I'm not putting enough
Yeah.
weight on it. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm putting enough weight on it. I feel like
Uh,
I'm doing the same thing, but
Right.
obviously I'm
There's just
not.
there's that little bit of rhythm that's involved with kind of keeping the weight on the toe all the way until the heel of the next foot like just kind of
Mhm.
naturally hits the ground.
Right.
That just, I think the carpeting's probably throwing off a little bit.
And what you're saying is quite common.
Yep.
People always, oh, I feel like I'm getting my weight over there. But, again, if you think of when you had your leg and now that you're, before you had the prosthesis, everything's centered. So I always say when you're transferring your weight over to that side, it should almost feel as you're adapting to that. If it maybe feels like you're exaggerating or doing more, it's probably the right amount that you need, but it's something you can experiment with. Once you start to kind of hit the right gait pattern, it should feel more natural and you can usually notice it right away, but that I'd start there. So,
Okay, thank you very much.
yep,
Yeah. Thanks
you're
for coming
welcome.
back. Hi, Tiffany. Would you like to check in?
Hi, I am a physical therapist assistant student at Delta College. So I'm just kind of observing today and seeing about the program.
Great.
Okay.
How did you hear about the program?
We had a speaker come in from Wright and Flippus, and he kind of told us about your guys' program, and our professor gave us the information.
Okay. Was that in September?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is it that prompted you to want to get into physical therapy? Do you know anyone who like maybe had a disability or who worked in that field? What's drawn you to that?
Yeah, one of my best friends actually was born like not developed on his lower extremities. So he's been
Okay.
having problems with a lot of mobility and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to get into it and help people.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's
thanks
good.
for joining us. I hope
Well,
you
we
find
definitely
this.
need lots of good people in this field.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate you coming.
Yeah. Well, you
Thank
taking
you.
the time to join us on your own. I think that
Right.
says a lot. So
Absolutely.
keep it up.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay. And I think last is Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We sure
Yes,
can.
We sure
Okay.
can.
My story is very similar to Tiffany. I'm also in the physical therapy assistant program at Delta.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just here to observe and learn.
All right. Is
Okay.
there anything you'd like to ask while we got you on or share with us?
I don't think so at this moment. We just finished our class in orthotics and prosthetics, so
Okay.
just getting it all together.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds great. All right.
Cool. So if we want to go ahead and we can start
Yeah.
doing some introductions around.
So when
the room here.
we go around the room and do introductions, just say whether you're above the knee, below the knee, whether you've been with us before and what how long you've been an amputee and what your experience is like and what you might be hoping to get out of the program today. So
Dawn Overmeyer. My amputation was in 2013, and I've been with Step Up for ever since then, and learn a lot. Enjoy the camaraderie of having everybody here, and boy, don't ever stop, you guys.
Ben Barefoot. I've been an amputee since 2016. I've been with Scott and Burma Prosthetics since I think either late 2017 or early 2018, and learned a lot. Love the Step Up, and looking forward to my next journey. They're going to help me learn to run this for this coming summer. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Brian Weber, above knee, about a year and a half, new patient with Scott, and Bremer Prosthetics. Look forward to the adventure ahead. And glad to be here. Thanks.
Well, we're glad you
Yeah.
could make it. So
Hi, I'm Dave Laddie. I've been amputee since 2017. Been coming to Bremer Prosthetics since then, and just enjoy all coming here and camaraderie and everything. And I'd like to thank the two young ladies that are getting into the field too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dwayne Collier, amputee since 2012. Been with Scott ever since. Nate, right leg below the knee. And this is a great class. We learn a lot, do a lot, and talk about all kinds of stuff in here. They do a great job for us.
I'm Dale Emery. I've been a below the knee amputee since 1996. I've been with seeing Bremer just about since that point, shortly after that. So it's been a great experience. They've been really helpful in getting me along the way. So I'm just here to meet people and hopefully learn some things from others, and maybe in some way I can share something that might help somebody else out too. So
I'm Stan Murdoch, double below the knee amputee since 2019. I've been with Bremer since I moved to Saginaw last November, and the amazing difference they've made and my physical therapist have made is I'm still trying to catch up with it.
I'm Ed Radel, been an amputee since 2015 and been with Bremer right from the beginning. I'm very thankful for what they've all done for me to be able to get to walk pretty decent again, and always need to keep coming for reminders and new things to help me keep doing like I am.
I'm Casey Quinlan. I'm the prosthetic technician that I don't need a microphone.
Yeah, online.
Yeah, online won't hear you. I'm Casey Quinlan. I'm the prosthetic technician for Bremer Prosthetics in the Saginaw office. I've been an amputee for 10 years now, and now I make the prosthesis.
I'm Chris. I lost my leg 36 years ago. Kind of got me into this career, above knee amputee. I started working for Bremer's in 2008 after working for another prosthetic place. And now I'm a clinical assistant and been a technician for 20 years now.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody. So I guess what we want to talk about a little bit is what the goals of today's class
Or what
are.
we're trying to
Yep. And then
accomplish.
what we're going to be trying to accomplish kind of going forward from here. So today's kind of the very start, building block number one of what we kind of see as a bigger goal here.
Yeah.
So
Ben had mentioned as a goal, he wants to run a 5K next year. And last year or this year, I'm sure everyone remembers Ben wanted to get back on his bike and finish that bike ride in which he was in the accident, and he did that. So of course, any other goals like learning to run or anything like that, he would want to do, or anyone would want to do, we're going to stand by him. So Ben is going to do a 5K next summer. It's undetermined at this time, but we will be, I guess, when we rejoin in the spring session, we'll probably have a date for you guys at some point in time. So this kind of takes us back to when 2018, I did not my first triathlon, but technically my second triathlon, but the first triathlon I did, the running part was, I love to cycle. I love to swim. Cycling is great because we don't have the impact on our limbs, but I'm not a tiny guy by any stretch of the imagination. So running, just from the time I lost my leg, the impact was pretty severe on my limb. And when you go, 5K is 3.1 miles. Was just a lot to put myself through. So we wanted to see by fabrication of legs and things like that we were doing, if we could reduce. The big thing that happens is once you start to get going, after about a mile or so, you get perspiration inside of the leg and the friction inside of there And once you had the pistoning, things would
Right.
just break down. And then I could run a 5K. It's just, I needed a week to recover.
What price are you going to pay
Yeah,
to do
it was
it?
like, it's not worth it was easier to go out there and run one triathlon that time I did it without training and being
Right.
but trying to train every day to put up a good time and be competitive, which is what our goal was this time. So what we found was it is possible to condition your limb to the environment if you run quite a bit, which I've run quite a bit ever since then. And the big thing was we always talk about getting outside of our comfort zone. From the time I lost my leg, I'd pretty much done everything I did before as far as water skiing, playing basketball. That kind of running is different than distance running, because you're sprinting up and down the court. There's breaks in between. But when you're in the middle of a race, if you want to be competitive, you gotta keep at it. So the idea was I avoided running at a lot of, and since we're always talking about putting people in different places to challenge themselves, I had the idea to said to Nate, I'm like, listen, I did this triathlon one time. I love the swimming. I love the biking, but I've always wanted to do it again, but I avoided it because the running. So we had this idea, how about we do it for, make a goal so other people would see if he can do that.
Right. And let's try to figure it out. Let's try to figure out what are the problems, what are the things that are causing these things,
the obstacles that people have to endure.
Exactly.
So the big reason I like running and we like talking about those types of things is because we learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself during that process. So here we are with Ben, and Ben wants to get into running. So the big thing is that people don't really understand, before we even got to a point where anyone saw me running or doing anything like that, I was 3 to 4 months of just doing core and strength training. Because we sat down and we said, okay, let's be realistic about this, because I don't want to just go out there and set out to beat the crap out of my limb every day.
Right.
So obviously losing some weight was a big thing.
Exactly.
But it's not even just core for losing weight. Core is like
stability
of your body.
And I mean, if you think about when we walk, our core is kind of stabilizing us. It's keeping us in one place so that we're not all wobbly. When we're running, we're actually generating power. We're not just springs. We're using our muscles. So our core is generating power at that point. So it not only needs to be toned, but it needs to be strong, and it needs to have good endurance. More so here than even in your legs is where your power is going to come from.
So, a lot of times we talk about the gait deviations that people have, because how we compensate for things with the prosthetic limbs if we don't have the proper gait. You're really setting yourself up for failure if you're not going to commit to a long period of core training beforehand, because those gait deviations are just going to follow you through. And I mean, that can lead to, ultimately injury.
Right.
Just because tendons are, the thing Nate and I like about running is we always say it's the most dynamic form of human motion.
Right.
So if you can do that, everything we learned through the stuff that while we were doing with the running really transfers over to the things we're showing people in gait. So some people might be watching this going, oh, wow, running. I don't know about it. It's like all the stuff with the rotation of the hips and the exercises that we do. That's just one form of how those things are broken down. And I actually it was kind of reverse for me, because we'd been doing step up for years, and we're like, well, we've got all this information. Let's see how this translates into a program, getting people to run. And it actually worked quite well. So to get back onto where we're leading with this, unless I forgot something that you want to elaborate on.
No, I think it's
what we want to do is kind of go over some core strength training exercises and some different things that we could do, that if we were going to start a program where somebody wanted to do some running, this is the very entry level basic stuff. But and then of course we'll be talking to you about what you need to be doing, because the winter is the best time to do it. It's not like you can go out, running on a treadmill is okay, but it's not, the fun thing about running is getting outside and taking in the air. So this is a good time to commit to 3-4 months of core and strength training.
And all of this stuff too. A lot of people here are like, well, I'm not going to run a 5K. Like a 5K, that doesn't interest me. If you don't want to run, but what if you were at your mailbox and it started to rain?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a nice slow stroll then? Or do you want to speed up? Do you want to try to stay a little bit more dry?
Yeah.
So all the things that we're doing will translate not only to your walking, but to those kinds of moments that just kind of come up.
Yeah, people say all the time, oh, this, that, oh, I don't run, but you run more. The definition for being a K3 ambulator, which, by the components that you get, but one of the things is variable cadence.
Right.
And it doesn't necessarily mean running, but with different circumstances, if you're crossing the road and you see a car coming, what do we want to do? You want to be able to increase your speed to get across the road. If you can't do that safely, you're in danger of falling and other stuff there. We've done these clinics for a long time, but I remember guy that we were doing a running clinic with one time. And there was a girl, and she had lost her leg at a young age. She was a woman at this point in time. She was in her 30s, but she lost her leg when she was like 7 or 8 because she had cancer. And this was a running clinic that was going on, and we were talking to people. It wasn't like the walking one, it was a running clinic, and they were going around the room and asking people why they wanted to learn to run, what their goals were. And this lady said she's been an amputee all of her life, and one of the questions was, well, if you hadn't been interested in running before, what is the change now? Anybody have an, she didn't want to do sports or anything else. Anybody have an idea? She had kids. It's exactly. Guys wouldn't think of that. But it made sense when I heard her say it. But yeah, no, she had kids. So she had like a 3-year-old. 3-year-old wanted to learn to ride a bike, do the different things. So she was there to learn how to run so she could keep up with her little girl and teach her how to do things. So, and that just goes to show things change at different points of our lives. But also, by doing some of these basic exercises, people might find out that this isn't as difficult as a task,
right?
That you think it is. So we'll say that if this is something other people are interested in and they want to do the 5K, when Ben's doing the 5K, I'm going to do it with Ben. Nate's going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Even though he's got 2 legs.
I'm still going to do it.
He's the, Casey's going to do it.
Yeah. All right.
Great.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah. Down in Flint.
Yep.
At the Crim. Cool. So we got another person right here. But if anybody online or hears about this through online and they want to join us, and a lot of these events, we don't know which one it's going to be, but a lot of times they might have a mile run. There's 5K walks.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of people, here that could do a 5K walk. So
those are pretty fun events. We've done those in the past.
I mean,
and
the one we did in Flint was a walk.
Right.
And so
that was fun.
So we'd like to have an event where we just kind of get together and Brian, if you're doing awesome by then, right? Things change. Yeah.
Right.
I know you're probably sitting there right now where that might not seem possible, but imagine if it did, that'd be a cool thing to do, right? Yeah. So, all right. So anyway, that's our goal. So we're just going to kind of go through some basic stuff, and we're on break from now until.
Well, why don't we go ahead? Let's do the core stuff, and then we'll go to break.
Well, why don't we do the stretching in the core?
Okay. Yep.
Does that sound good? That's what I thought.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna warm up a little bit, and we're gonna kind of get our bodies loose because we're gonna work out here today. Today our workout is probably a little bit more intensive than the last few ones, but they're all things that we can modify. Everybody here will be able to do them, but you'll feel it if you're doing them right. You'll feel them. So, all right, let's just kind of start out. If you want to stand up for these, that's great. If you want to stay in the chair, also, these can all be. Every exercise that we're gonna do can be done while you're sitting down today. So we're going to start if you can have enough room to put your arms out, we're just going to start making some circles with our shoulders, our arms going forward. We'll do a couple more of those, and then we're going to turn and go in the other direction, go back. And then we're going to do big circles going back. And then big circles going forward. Remembering to breathe, deep breaths in and out. We're going to take our arm and we're going to reach it across. Breathe in, exhale, reach that same arm up in the air and drop it back and get a big pull on your side. And then switch to the other arm. We're going to bring that across. Deep breath in. And then back up. It might seem like we're going kind of fast. We don't want to make deep stretches. We just want to get things warmed up a little bit here. Getting deep stretches before we work out is the wrong thing to do. It kind of actually reduces performance. So just into a comfortable stance, I'm just kind of going wide, but we're going to kind of bring our neck and we're going to roll to the front, to the other ear, then back. We're going to do that a few times. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and
other way.
Was that? Oh, sure. Yep. All right. Now we'll reach down to our toes and get a good stretch. We'll hold that for a few seconds. And then we'll go to the right side. And then we'll go to the left side. And then we'll go back to the middle. And then come up. Now we're going to go down, and we're going to reach up into a stretch and pull back. And then come down and reach up and pull back. One more time. Good. Now we're going to march in place. Get our knees up, nice and slow to start. And then we'll slowly start picking up the speed. And then we'll go wide. It looks a little goofy, but we'll still do it. And then back to the middle for a few more. And then we're going to do kicks.
Anybody heard the joke about the one-legged man in the butt kicking?
It got it all on video.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do this. If everybody needs to hold on, but we're going to do just a little bit of kicks coming up. Yep. Yeah. Like Scott, if you want to bring your other arm down to help with some balance, reach out towards your toe, and then the other side. Good. All right, let's do some core stuff.
Sounds good.
So the first one we're going to do is called bicycles. Do you want to show them how to do it sitting down, or are you doing it on the mat? You do it on the mat.
And then somebody demonstrate how to do it in the chair, and then how to do it standing.
Yep.
So we've got a bunch of mats here. If anyone wants to come here and try them lying down, that's usually would you say the most challenging way, Nate?
Yep.
I am. It's the end of the day, or I'm just.
So our seated version is going to look like this. We're going to sit up. We're going to sit up as straight as we can, though. We're going to bring our knee up to our elbow and twist. Twist. Just to get your muscles warmed up so that you don't pull a muscle or get overuse injuries. You want your muscles to be at full length,
so you don't end up like I am right
performance.
now.
Right.
I mean, Nate and I are always dealing with like some sort of thing with our feet or my Achilles. And like the one thing we always say, I never take the time to stretch because I'm so busy working and everything. And you're like, oh, well, I barely got an hour to get a workout in. You run out there, you go for a run. And it's like, what's the biggest problem like I'm dealing with right now? It's like, I know I need to stretch. I've spent the last few days stretching and I'm actually feeling better now. But I mean, it's good for your recovery time afterwards.
Why do I like to stretch here, lead the stretches? Because this is probably the only place I actually get stretching in. So,
and when we teach you guys stuff, it's more of a do as we say, not as we do. Always keep that in mind. Don't always be the example of,
The stretch.
that'd be a great way to start your day.
That'd be a great way.
So the standing version is going to look like this, where we come up.
So like I said, we have plenty of mats too. If people want to take turns coming up here, but so while you're down on the ground, you just.
Let's try to do about 20 of those.
So take a little break after that.
Yep.
But when you do these exercises, it's always a good idea to do sets.
Right. Oh, we were going to do 2 sets.
That's
I thought we'd go through it. I was
sorry
gonna,
to steal your thunder,
yeah, dang it.
He's got it from here.
Okay. So, but we're going to move through. We'll do windmills. We'll come back. We'll just do it as like a superset.
Oh, okay. Like a like a circuit.
Mhm. Yep.
Gotcha.
We'll do like a circuit. Yep.
I like that idea.
So everybody back up on your feet. There's no, or I mean, or sitting down if that's where you want to be.
So sometimes we talk about doing individual sets with exercises, like where you do them like consecutively. What we're showing you, Nate's doing now is a circuit. So you could actually do 3 or 4 different exercises. And then that's like one set, and then go back and do that same 3 or 4 again.
Right.
And then, to do 3 or 4.
And for core stuff, it's good to do that because you're kind of attacking your core from different directions.
Right.
And then you give
kinda
that instead of just kind of
blasting it directly.
So now we're going to do windmills. So seated version is going to heels out, and we're going to reach down to our toes, trying to keep our arms nice and straight. Stand up version is we're going to do 20 of these. So this probably feels a lot different than like a typical sit up or a crunch, doesn't it? Is anybody really feeling this in their abs and their stomach muscles? Anyone? You do? Yeah. People sitting down. Actually, that's a good point. So I was kind of discounting that.
It's going to be more.
It's going to be a little bit more like a crunch when you're sitting down. But for those of us standing, we probably feel it back behind our legs, don't we? In the back of our legs, our lower back. Well, that we consider that part of our core also.
What's important to note here too. I mean, we've got some people sitting in chairs and they're doing exercises. I mean, are you guys still getting a workout out of this? So people might think, hey, I can't get up or I'm not that active, so that's why I'm not exercising. You can, and that's why we demonstrate
and
these.
every one of these can be done in the chair.
Yep.
And you're going to get a lot of benefit from it.
Yep.
Okay. The next one is Superman.
So did we have an adaptation?
We were just going to do
I know the bananas.
Yeah, right. So I mean, probably just sit up. Just do the sit. Just do the upright sit.
That'll
sit.
or maybe,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that'll work.
So this is going to be the adaptation for us sitting down. We're just going to sit up
for the other stuff,
nice and straight.
Hang on to your
upright, without with no support, without our backs touching. And we're just going to hold this for the time that they're holding their Supermans.
Where you're just going to lift and keep your core engaged to hold yourself up. So if anyone else is getting a mat or getting set up. And if somebody wants to put a mat up here,
yeah,
they don't want to be on the floor, that's fine too. Okay, so you want to start us off, Nate?
Yep. So
how long are we going?
Let's do let's do 20 seconds, up to 20 seconds. How's that?
Okay, do you got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Go. So go in. So everybody that's going to do this Superman's, go ahead. It's 10 seconds. $20 seconds.
And if you want to keep going.
Yep. $30 seconds.
All right, that's good if everybody else.
Yep. 40 seconds. Good. And then we're gonna you'll flip over to do bananas. So those of us sitting down, we get to lean back. We don't have to sit upright anymore, but we do have to pick our feet up if we can. There we go.
You started?
Yep. Yeah, start. Oh, sorry. $10 seconds. $20 seconds. $30 seconds. $40 seconds. Nice job.
So
All
we
right.
had when we were doing the adaptation of the Supermans, where we were sitting up like this, just because we have some new people with us, we would like to talk about how we also use that for an exercise. Like while you're home, like,
Right.
did you notice? Usually when we're sitting, we're slouched or we're leaning up against stuff. That's something you can do. Say you're watching television and a commercial comes on. I'm just going to sit upright throughout the whole commercial segment, okay, and work on that for like a half hour. We always say people can adapt that, where eventually they might do it during the whole show as their
Right.
core gets stronger, and then they rest during commercials
Right.
until they might just be sitting up that whole half hour. So we've talked
Yep.
about that for a long time, haven't we? So,
All right. Well, back to the top. We're going to do the bicycles. We're going to do 20 of them. You can just do them independently. These are the ones that you can lay down to do these like that, or you can stand to do them like this. Doesn't matter over here, Wayne, if you're looking for, oh, no, that works.
and if you've ever
Nice
seen
job.
that can be done with weights too,
Yep.
you know, like 5 pound, 10-pound dumbbells in your hands and just come up and do that.
All right. We're going to do windmills now. A lot of up and down with core, isn't there, guys?
We're going to make you feel young, Dave.
All right. We're going to go in again. We're going to do 20 of them. Nice. Supermans. And start. Ten seconds. Twenty seconds. Thirty seconds. 40 seconds. And we're going to go switch to bananas.
Gonna go bananas with
Yep.
this core exercise.
We give everybody an extra couple seconds.
Bless you.
And start. Ten seconds. Twenty seconds. $30 seconds. $40 seconds. Nice job. All right. Good work, everybody. So with that, we're gonna take a little break.
Is that John that joined us online?
Oh,
Hey, John.
hey, John.
How you doing? We might put John's mic on real quick. So, hey, John, what's that? Oh, I don't know if you wanted to say hi or unmute yourself, or a wave is fine. Okay.
Yeah, I just gotta say hi, and yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good to see you. Did you want to have any? Do you have any questions or want to share anything with us?
Seems to be going pretty good here. You know, I've been with you for a while.
Okay.
And as far as I'm concerned, I'm with the right people.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a break. Yep. And online people can just kind of watch, and we'll be rejoining again here shortly with another set of exercises. So good job on the core stuff, everybody.
Nice job.
You guys think that was a good one?
Yeah, and then you're like, I know we always see ourselves in that. We really
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we met at the sale.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think.
I thought.
Yeah, at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was telling Nate, I said, I haven't thought about it. I did the difference, I'm like,
I know, yeah.
I found it hot. Chris.
Nothing's changed but our ages.
What?
Nothing's changed but our ages.
Exactly.
We're all still young and lovely, and
Of course.
some of us. Oh, for me? Oh, no. What? Oh, his spells is different than you. His spells his name different. Oh,
Nate.
huh?
Give it Nate.
Oh, okay.
It's back to the Vikings, not the other way. I wonder what happened though. I guess I should have called her.
Kind of silly to have two people drive on the way up there. That Robin up there, that's not our Robin. Different one. Okay.
Never did. No, I never did. I just said, no, I will not do that. I will go in and wash them. We had to set up a meter. Put them in my phone. And he said, walk. Myself walk. Yes. That's the first person I got. So that's why I met first, and then we live in my cousin, so. You know, we go a lot of trips to Saginaw. At first, we step up with up there at the hospital. Yeah. Yes. I've asked him if he's ever come back. No, he's so upbeat. No. And well, last time I saw her, they were gonna cut her other leg. And she was showing me her, like she lifted up her hands and was showing me all of the scars. What happened to her? I could not believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, who the fuck that?
Yeah.
Get a little dirt and gravel in your car. Yeah, they sew it up and yeah. That was just crazy. No, a lot of these. It's saying, watch the news. Just moved, she was country too. But I broke my leg in the spring, and I had to change another leg. So I moved it into my car. That is crazy. Then we started all over again. Chest doctors and finally back in my permanent home. But my balance isn't so good. I have no toes on my left foot, so I don't have that balance. So he stopped me using the what are they called? The outside.
Those people. Yeah.
And started using, starting to use those outside when I walk the dog or something like that. It does. It presents a really problem. I was walking in on. I'm pretty good. Oh, yeah. Well, I think my toes were enough. Right. I just started. You and I are the only one. Down the same, she said, "You've never been to one class." Who down? Down. Remember, he was older guy. He was older. It's definitely usually like that. He used to bring him. Okay.
Wow.
There was another guy. Jim was a cool.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Even at midnight, Saturday on. When you felt that. I just was saying.
Yeah. I'm looking out, Roger.
No, not Roger. No, this, the one that had the white.
What white one? Yeah, yeah.
And I don't see them very often. A lot of new people. But I know that the one girl that used to come play the moved out to She needed to do this one, and that's why she would have to come. Mary ever come?
He says he sees her every now and then. Yeah, she's on the table.
So.
Level 11.
They're not bad. They have.
Well, that's. Remember when we went to Saturday, they were all in physical fitness.
Oh, yeah.
You went there.
Right.
They're good. Hey, you know, saying, wow, I'm gonna dance. Jump or whatever. You're not. Do it.
That's what you did.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did. See my wife and I'm dancing. Okay.
I couldn't dance before, can I now?
We were just talking over here about me running and they were telling me when the time they got to run.
Oh.
But I didn't run before.
Oh, yeah. I ran. I was supposed to run.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, and she did it. Didn't matter what it was, for she was going.
Yeah.
So positive. Nobody was gonna touch it. Right. More no's there are. Yeah.
One guy came and I just, he just.
Oh, that he's the one that was talking to me.
He says,
Yes, I
I'm
said,
he was like,
was your husband depressed and everything? And I said, no. I remember what his name was. I only saw him that one time. And he said, my wife made me come and I made him come and love him. And he said, I don't really remember what he said. Big guy? Sorry for himself. Big guy? Yeah. And he said, I feel sorry for myself and I'm just cannot, you know. I know, him and I were at the hospital at the same time. No, our amputations were the same time. Okay. We are in the physical therapy at Genesis at the same time. And so I lived in Kenton. And so I really got to know him. And he would call me and he'd say, John, I just didn't want to get up this morning. Just didn't want to, this is why else. And it's,
He gave up. Didn't want to live anymore.
They take it all.
I was took it and they went from the big part of my leg. So and I left as well. And I couldn't move my. Oh, that's what we're doing. And I'll let your, he said he put a chair, tell that if he must, that's why he was doing anything. He was either in the chamber. I did that one, I did that one.
Okay, so we are back from break and we are going to resume exercise.
Yep.
Sorry.
Am I good, Bill? Okay.
So,
all right.
I don't believe I was heard the first time I said it because I wasn't mic'd up, but we are back from break and we are going to resume exercises.
Yep. So we have another little circuit that we're going to run through. And so we'll go through and we'll kind of have Scott demonstrate everything. And then we're going to go maybe two at a time, maybe one at a time, just kind of depending on how it's going. So if Scott wants to start out, we're going to start with we call wall pushes.
So oftentimes we talk about like when you're running, and as we know with these carbon fiber feet that we have, when we talk about, and we're not going to get into all the dynamics of it, but the trick is you really need to keep your weight on the toes because the carbon fiber foot is made, it has a memory and a one-way stretch. So when that deflects, when your weight goes onto it, the memory is the part where it springs back. The feet that we walk on every day have heels. So which is great because there's a lot of impact at heel strike. If that's really, anybody remember walking on a really hard foot where when you come down, like if you had the carbon fiber foot and then you go back in the old one, they say, this feels like I'm walking on a brick. You hear that? That's very common phrase that patients say.
Yeah.
So that heel deflects to absorb energy. But the problem is we don't start loading the energy at the toe until we get to about midfoot, and then we're rolling over. As everyone here, are they familiar with the running feet that they've seen on TV? They always say the blade, the big round one. Why is that? Because when you're using all that energy, when you come down on the toe, you're getting so much more load and springing off. So we talk to people about not using your heel or running heel to toe when you're running on the prosthetic foot. So this next exercise that we're going to do is called wall pushes. So what we do is we're doing a couple of different things here. You could run in place and do it. That could be a little bit more advanced for people with their balance. So if you're wanting to work on this at home and you're still working on strength training, you can use the wall to help support yourself. And then what you do is you put yourself in a position like we're going to want you to do when you run. So your body is ahead of your feet and you can just do this. Okay. And run in place. But you see how my heel's not touching the ground on the prosthetic side at all. So this more emulates the position. Actually, when you run, you're not going to be that far ahead of yourself, but you should be like this. So this is actually a good position to be in right here. So we're going to have everybody line up. Come on over here. We're going to make it a goal to try to run in place for 30 seconds if you can. If you get to 30 seconds and you want to keep going.
Well, what are other times when, even if you didn't want to run, what are other times where you'd want to be strong in that motion where you're more on your toe and maybe you don't have a heel strike?
Well, we were just having a conversation earlier. So one of the things while walking on uneven terrain. Okay. So if you're in the woods where there could be like rocks or some different obstacles, we always talk about if you try to stay more on your toes, that helps you absorb some of the uneven terrain. Walking up a hill. If you get up into an incline, if you kind of just bend your knees a little bit so you're on the toes, that really helps you navigate going up and down the hill because we don't have ankles. So that's where we can get into, if you're kind of landing with your heel going into an incline, what happens? It kicks back and you all of a sudden feel like you can't go forward. Wish we had a little ramp that we could make, but yeah. If anyone hasn't heard that before or online, that's some very useful information to keep in mind. So I don't know, are there any other examples?
Those are the two biggest ones that I've heard people talk about. Right.
Anyone else have an example of like where you guys have all walked on legs for a while? Is that how you're using them or?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Do you find that technique helpful? Yeah. Okay. So let's line up here and we will have, we'll do the wall push exercise. Ben, you should lead everybody off. You got everybody all tired out from the core exercise we were doing. Hmm?
I don't have a carbon foot on. I have.
You're okay. You're okay for these isolated.
You're okay.
Yep.
My other one is carbon. I
Right.
had that last time, but
Yeah.
it's worth this time.
But it's the same, all the keels are made with a flexible keel. The keel is the front of the foot, so there's some
Oh.
give. It just,
Sorry. Yep,
Yeah.
that was good. Perfect. All
Yeah.
right, Ben, I'll time you.
I got that.
And
find on the
go.
keel though, that action
Get
is
those knees
difficult. Is
up.
that a
So
hydraulic?
you have to slow down a little bit. Get the knees up. You're okay. There you go. Just feel that push off the toe. 10 seconds. You can, yeah, stop. You can, you put one hand on the wall. You're okay. You got it. There you go. Try to do it just in place. There you go. Say just bouncing on that toe. Nice. Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Nice job. You don't have to go fast, Dawn. You can start in 2, 1, go. Just pick your knees up high and stay on your toes. There you go. There you go. Think about it like walking up a hill now. You don't have to run. Yep, exactly. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. "30 seconds. I know, but you did great. But it's using those muscles. It's getting these muscles. All right, Ed, I got you. You're good. Yep. Yep. So, right. So what you want to do is you want to pick it up and then, yep, there you go. Yep. Right. Yours is always going to come down on your heel. So, but this knee, oh, you know what? You have a Rio, don't you? Ha, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to lock it. Okay. Now it's locked, so it won't bend at all. So now pull it back behind you a little bit more so you're bouncing on the toe. There you go. And then just pick your hip up. There you go. There you go. Pick this knee up high when you do it, and then just pick your hip up on that side and try to stay on the toe of the foot. So way back behind you. Let this go. Lean into the wall even further. There you go. That's the spot. Can you hold it there? There you go. Good. Nice. No, you're good. That's hard, but I think you're doing good. Right back. So just don't even worry about this leg. Just bring this one back here and feel how you can bounce on the toe. Just push. Don't even pull off the ground. Just bounce on the toe up and down. So don't even let the toe come off the ground. Just feel it bounce there under your weight. Feel it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you're getting onto the bounce of the toe. There you go. Can you feel the spring from the foot as you do that? Now I'm going to lock the knee now. Okay. Now when you walk, I want you to try to find where you can get that same spring off the toe. Oh, right. Yeah. There you go. Good. Nice. You're up. Go. Ten seconds. You don't have to go fast. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. 25. 30. Nice. Good work. You're good at bouncing on the toes, aren't you? There you go. I said you're good at bouncing on the toes of these, aren't you?
Stand at the bar every day.
Nice. Nice.
Because it helps me. Got me standing on cushions or something.
Oh yeah. Just get Yeah, nice. Sure. Okay. Nice. Ten seconds. 15. You're right. You're good. No, you're fine. You're right. Yeah, you're fine. You good? Yeah, is it bugging you? Yeah, are you going to be okay to get back? Can you get back okay? No. Can you get back to the chair okay? I meant. No. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah. Did everybody cycle through that one?
What's that? You want to try? No, okay. I won't push it then. We'll wait till we get it realigned. So, all right.
Does anybody want to do that again?
Does anybody want to do it again? 2 times? Any takers? If that's all it takes. How do I make it look harder?
10 seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. Oh, he's gonna keep going.
Well, I mean, if you guys are gonna give me a hard time. All right. Get up, try to just get yourself positioned. And if you go back a little further, you should be, how's that knee gonna bend?
But you can, so what I had Ed do was just find where you can bounce on the toe of this and just bounce, just even go back a little further, Chris. So you're just really bouncing on the toe. Don't even worry about taking your weight off it. Don't even worry about taking your weight off it. Just feel the spring of the toe so that you can kind of, yeah, there you go. Yep.
You guys need that stuff.
I did. I mean, that's what this is, but he found the toe. I mean, he could feel the difference when he walked.
What you really have to do. Now, I wish Todd was here.
Right.
But if you kick off of that like you would, and you have to bend that knee and slap it down.
Well, here, Chris, you have to put it in running mode.
That's
you have to put that in running mode
because that needs to be in free swing.
It has running mode. No, it has running mode. You don't have to put it in free swing. I don't know if you can do that with your phone though. You should be able to.
Yeah, check.
No, it has to be a mode that's on.
Okay. Yep.
That's
right. Right. Yeah. Free swing. You know, but your running mode would be.
But put it on before we have step up again so that we can.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could try some of the stuff with him too.
We have some time.
That's what we need to do.
Yep. All right. Baby steps. You want hey, just in time. You want to show everybody how to do some baby steps, Chris?
I can try.
All right. So this next exercise, we're going to have Chris demonstrate for us. This is really tough or really good for above the knee amputees, but below the knee amputees should be able to do it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Oh,
yeah. Some prosthetic knees that is really hard for this activity. So if you're really struggling with it, it is something that's really hard for above the knee. Talk to your prosthetist about if your knee can function like this.
You see how his knee is bending just a little bit. It doesn't look like much, but he's using a ton of energy to get that and to get those. I mean, that's a really good example actually of those baby steps. Yeah, so high stepping like that gets it.
Nice.
You see how
Thanks,
when
Chris.
he does them, like
Good
the
work.
heel of his
Yeah.
foot isn't getting past the other toes. So what you're doing is you're forcing that like up into flexion. Then you want to drive that heel down. Okay. And then when you're driving that heel down, you should really feel these extensors working. And you want to hit on you want to drive, like, you know how we do the heel strikes, but you're doing, instead of doing it in this big area, you know how we always talk about how quickly we force the muscles to react inside of the socket. This is like really fast. I mean, it's a burst. And you're just really driving that back.
So you're still thinking about heel, little toe, big toe, but just in that small space.
And that small step. So
you're
you know
still
how we
thinking
talk,
about those
drive the heel
control points.
You really don't get.
I know. Well,
yeah,
that's
you
different.
don't really get onto the big toe.
Right.
Yeah, you're just, it's really, but just kind of lift that up and you're just pushing back with that. But you really feel it on the hams, on the flexors.
Right.
You're really working the prosthetic more, but you'll feel it on the other side, but you're gonna feel it a lot on the prosthesis. Because here's the thing, we don't have an ankle. We don't have this push when we're running or walking or anything. So we're really overcompensating by trying to strengthen these quadricep muscles. Does that make sense? So we're asking this to do more because of what the ankle's not able to do for us. Yeah, because we don't have that push off.
That with that knee. Yeah.
Like
a new one.
you're going to feel it more on that side because this leg is keeping up with the other side, right? But see, I can bend my ankle to get this to come up, and that's not happening here. I got to push off that toe real quick and then bring that down. So who wants to go first? Yeah, we'll everybody can sit and we'll still go one at a time. Here's the nice thing. We've got time today, so we don't have to really there. Oh, that was good. Try not to, you see where, I mean, if you can land like right about where the, yes, the shorter the better. Now, yeah. And then once you get the rhythm, you'll feel like a rhythm, right? And once you get the rhythm, then just try to make it quicker. You feel that in your, quite a bit, don't you? Yeah, you wouldn't think that is as intense as it is, but there's a lot going on in there, especially the muscles inside of the socket. Do it, come on. Yeah. You did good. When we get your new socket and things lined up right, we'll be having you work on these. I could do that. Yeah. So try to get it a little shorter step this next time. There you go. There you go. That feel more intense the shorter the step. But do you feel these muscles back here really working? You feel the muscles in the socket working? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's the we're gonna wake everything up in your leg exercise. There you go. You'll feel a rhythm, believe it or not. It's like tap dancing. It's not, but those are nice short steps. There you go. But you see what he's doing? He's using, no, that's it. Once you get the rhythm, you should just, you got it that time. You feel it?
Yeah.
Good job, Dwayne. Ooh, just all the way back, nonstop. Good job. I'll stand next to you, Stanley.
I would appreciate it.
Yep. You want to maybe get on the other side with me just in case? Good job. That is really. That's what's up right there. That was impressive. How'd that feel? Yeah. That was a great job, Stanley. Everybody's following Dwayne's cue of, oh, we get done quicker if we just keep going. No, you got it. And that knee's bending. Yep. No, you're. You can hear it swing. Do you feel those muscles? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Good. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yep. Just kind of get that knee higher and drive them down. There you go. There you go. We're right here. Well, it's an exercise. Right. And do you feel those muscles working in the back here?
Kind of.
Yeah, these on the
I feel it more in my knee because of course this is still the test. So
right.
Pushing on it.
But these are the muscles you're trying to work. There you go. Just drive that heel back every time you come down and pull. There you go. There you go. All right. You're next. Did you think I was going to forget you?
If I could make myself a little smaller.
Yeah, no.
No.
Not while I'm in the room, you can't. I'll always find you. Good.
Watch me fall, you guys.
All right. Good job. Okay. Anybody want to do it again? All right. I guess we move on. I don't know if that means this is a good one or a bad one. Should we make, we're gonna do like resistance band walking, like a route we could walk around, like just do everybody one at it. That's what I was thinking.
Start in the middle and then go around the series.
Oh, like a deal like this. If it go this way.
So this is resistance band walking here.
So so like the deal with on the wall, we talked about changing the position, and we could change so we're doing a couple things here. We're obviously strength training because we're going against the resistance of the band, but we want to keep that theme about going forward. See how we're doing this here. So the fun thing is if I get enough speed, I could whip Nate around.
Right.
But so we'll just kind of take off from the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to say it. It's a sore subject with Scott.
I made this up because I don't have a link to scan anymore. So I'm like, I got to have fun somehow. And then we just come through here. And is that good, do you think?
Yep. Yeah. Or people can do 2 loops around this one if they want, just however
you want. Yeah. We can do 2 loops that way. Maybe then we're not in a tight area there. So who wants to go first? All right. Lean forward and hope that you can trust me. It's like that trust game, right?
Right.
You feel it? Yeah. So we're gonna go around here twice, okay?
Right.
Come on, Rock. Yeah, just go around back to where we started and that'll be good. Unless you want to go again. Let's do it. 5K is a lot longer than that. But you see what he's doing. This is good for kind of getting back into running because he's almost running.
Hey, he's
kind
in a
of
running
feel like it
position
don't
right
you
now.
know? Yeah. Oh. Hey.
Nice.
Look at. Had you done that yet? That's your first time.
Nice. Yeah, great job.
I mean, that's first time we see people running when we did the running clinics is like kind of down the hall in an area like that. And that's about, I mean, why don't you, yeah, you remember that? Yeah, Dwayne, you were probably there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So why don't you come on over here? And if you position yourself with the prosthesis in the back, okay? And you just want to give yourself kind of like a kick up. So when you come, you're on that toe and then just kind of get like this. And so go.
Nice.
How'd that feel? Pretty good. Nice. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So before you do a whole lot of that though, like strength training and core, and then like little like if you do the treadmill a lot? Oh, okay. Well, I know where there's a treadmill.
So what you want to do is you want to start very small, with the running.
Yep.
And I mean, so, what we'll be doing probably in the spring sometime is starting like a couch to 5K type program where we go over that so that everybody can kind of build the ability to get to that level the right way so that you're not getting overuse injuries,
right,
and that kind of stuff.
So like the very beginning stuff for you honestly would be like taking something maybe twice the distance of this, nothing really much more, and just doing like how we did the sets of exercises. So you'll do that, stop, okay, go back, do it again. Maybe do that like 10 times.
Right.
And then that's part of your workout. But eventually what happens, then we do interval training where you might walk, say we go for a mile walk, okay? And you could walk 1/10 of a mile or walk 2/10 of a mile and run 1/10 of a mile. And then walk 2/10 of a mile, run another 1/10 of a mile. And then, but what happens is eventually these things start to string together. We don't want to just go out and do a 5K.
Right.
But that was cool because you took your first steps today. So, all right. All right. Dave?
Thought I brought a note from my wife.
I know your wife. She'd probably say, make him do it anyway.
Right.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I had you, Casey.
But see, you can increase or decrease the resistance just by how much tension I have on the band. So.
Nice.
Now, do you want to run? What's that? All right, you're good? Dwayne can run. Well, you ready? Go ahead. He's old school. I think you were the first one to run when we at that running clinic, weren't you? Yeah. We're keeping, I like this. All right.
Nice.
Good deal. All right. Ready? Go ahead. All right.
Nice job.
Good deal. You want to take a turn?
Sure.
Stanley, you game?
Nice.
It's just not fair for me to have all the fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
lean
isn't
right
it?
forward into that, Stanley. There you go.
Try to lean forward.
Lean
Keep
forward
your weight
even more.
forward. Yeah.
There you go. Let me hold you up. Let me carry some of that weight. There you go. Nice. Nice job.
How'd it feel? Yeah.
It's good. Always is.
Mhm.
Nice job. Great job with that knee. Nice job.
Hey, do we want to forgo the ladder exercise and get to the
Sure.
after this?
Do you want? You're gonna pass?
Okay.
Come on.
Did this.
I did.
You don't have to run. Just pull me around. You're not running.
She's not going to be showing up.
Right.
But I think that day we did the running clinic, this was the last exercise we were doing before people were running up and down
Yep,
the hall.
it is.
So, yep. 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 That's a, you know what? Because you lost your leg and now you can at least say you can, right? Like you could say you don't have to do it all the time, but you could say you can. Yeah, that's exactly. So what do you think? 20 minutes?
What's that?
20 minutes. Do you want to forgo the one or try to get the exercise ladder?
Let's do it. Yeah.
I mean, it went over well
It
this
did.
time, so
No,
it's right here.
Oh.
Why it's being such a, there we go. We gotta stake this down.
Oh yeah. It may be the last time we hosted here.
Okay, everybody remember this? All right. We want to inch it my way a little bit.
Sure.
So we got a little more room to start. All right. So the exercise ladder. So which one do we want to do first? I guess we can just do the one. Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah.
2 in the square like that. All right. So if you want to line up and we'll go through. If you want to do it again, just get right back in the line after you go. Again, it's just the smaller steps we take, the more we're controlling those muscles in a confined area. Hang on one second. Let me just get this. Yeah, I saw you were coming, so I'm like, I'm not messing around anymore. Yep. None of my daughters who I coached basketball would remember this exercise thing, would they?
Nice job.
When my kids were young, I liked coaching because I loved making them run. And then when they got older and didn't play sports anymore, I just made this program for you guys. So yeah, get them. Give them a hard time. You try it again. Or we could start the next one if you don't want to do this one. We'll do a couple different ones. So let's try it sideways now. Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm always wrong. I can guarantee it. Yeah. I've been married long enough to know. Okay, so for this next one, instead of should we just go right sideways or should we do this? Or just do like this?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna go sideways now. But this time
back, yeah.
And then you're gonna turn around and go back.
Except for don't turn around.
Well, I meant
I know.
Sorry. Go back. I could make something up. It said, no, you're going to turn around.
Right.
Yeah, which, yep.
No,
Just
doesn't matter which way you start. They keep saying
get the baseball bat and spin around.
Yeah. That's part of the
That'd be a good one.
I know. That's why Brian.
We'll make that part of the group activity.
I proposed it to Brian for the Brighton one. He didn't like it though.
No,
He didn't
I
like
think
it
it's an
much.
awesome idea.
Thanks.
Tell Brian he was wrong.
Okay.
I told Scott, yeah, nix the idea.
Nice.
Good. Good deal.
Nice.
So you guys feel those muscles working? It's just those short bursting muscles inside of the socket. It does a lot. This is so great for balance or catching yourself. If you most times when people fall, it's in confined spaces where they're taking smaller steps. Right?
Right. Nice job. Nice job. Good job.
All right, Ed. Yes, it'd be perfect. We'll do one more of these, then we'll get to the other.
Mhm. Nice job.
All right. All right, so one more, and then we'll get to our group activity. Is are you gonna? Oh, Stanley's okay. You're good. All right.
Come on.
You know, and this late into the program, fatigue is, I mean, this is another thing we're learning. We're building endurance doing this stuff. Be-
I have PT at 2:00. So.
Well,
Oh yeah.
so you're doing double duty,
Right.
Yeah.
2
But I-
days. That's what we're talking about.
but as
Yeah.
we increase our endurance, we're reducing the amount of energy that we have to expend during the day. Okay, so yeah,
Oh, this has been a big one.
No,
No, this is a
this
big one.
this is the kind I like.
Yeah.
So, all right. So last but not least, we're gonna go both feet in. But I mean, it's again, it's a rhythm thing like the baby steps. It's not as difficult, but you know, start out at a slow pace so you can feel it. People get confused. So you've got one foot in until you get the second foot there. And when the other foot's out, you just come up.
I've been busy right
Good thing you didn't play on my team.
Yeah.
Badge. There you go. There you go. All right.
Nice job.
Not as difficult as it looks. I mean, once you get you'll find it. Not too bad, is it, Ben? Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right.
That's me, huh?
It's you. There you go. You got it.
Nice.
You're starting Saturday.
Nice job.
Good deal. Once everybody gets it, the competitive part
Right.
comes out.
Right.
There you go. That's it.
Yep. Nice.
Oh, you had the rhythm.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Plus, if you had that spring in your foot too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have tried it.
Yeah. That's, it makes a big difference on that one because, yeah. Right. You'd be getting that quicker. Like you're moving that foot all on yourself without getting any of that spring back.
So
Yep.
in, out, up. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Anyone else? Any takers? No takers? All right.
All right. So how's everybody feeling after that workout? Yeah. All right.
It was a good workout, I thought. Everybody.
Right.
Yeah. So we got one more group activity we're going to do. It's going to be kind of short, but maybe hopefully kind of fun. And then we will wrap it up. Do we want to do it like relay style?
Yeah.
Like
I think so.
Like against, or just have like one?
Yeah, we'll just have everybody do
Like
it. Right?
people get on one side of the room to the other, and then maybe just switch off and keep going back and forth.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's get how many people? Let's get half the people down here and half the people down here.
And yeah, you can use your crutches for this. That's fine. Yep.
I think we just, do we need one or should we have two just in case?
Just I have a second
Like,
one just in case.
just
You know,
that's
just in case it's like
but like we won't try to get them.
right. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
No, just yeah, get like in a line. Yeah, yeah, or maybe off to the side so we can come all the way to the end. Yeah, like up against the table there. Okay, so we're gonna put, remember the egg thing?
We
We
just
just didn't,
with an egg and a spoon. We didn't want to clean up.
we didn't want to pay for the cleaning,
Right.
so we did. But we got the ball and the spoon, so you're just gonna take it and try to get down there without losing it, hand it off to the other person, and then you'll go down.
Right.
So if you think you got a good thing, you could try to go faster. And then you stay down there, we just go back and forth. There we go. Or you know what we could do? Hold on one second. Let's get this group over here. Come on over here. Yeah. Go around and bring it to here. We'll get a little bit more distant because
Nope.
nope,
I think it's
they're
going on
kind
chairs.
of the obstacle we're
Yep.
going around. Yep, go ahead.
We could have them weave through chairs too. We could put a couple chairs to weave around. And let them do a few rounds like
Yeah.
this, and then we'll do that.
Let's leave those
Yep,
because we might
that's what-
have it.
That's what they're doing. That's what
Oh,
they're doing.
I get. I see what
They
you're-
were reading. Yep.
You were reading our.
Yep. Right.
Mhm. So now,
Nice job.
hold on a second, Dave. We're gonna up the ante a little bit.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
Yep. Walk
Yeah,
down to
so
where
when
he
you come
is.
around the side, you're gonna go like this, then like this, and then I need one more chair, Casey. So you'll move that down a little bit. All right, there you go. Yep.
Yep. Nice.
Nice.
Que se le caiga el huevo. Amén. Órale.
Who was
Ya se
that?
le cayó, que se le caiga, que se le caiga. Ya se le cayó a la viejita. Hola,
Are we
Víctor
being
Ramón
taxed?
Sierra.
Yeah, you come that way and. Yeah, you got to come back over here. Straight line distancing.
Right. There you go. Yeah, however.
Yeah, you just go around. Yep.
I just did it twice. You can go all the way.
Is this your second time, Ed? How many times did you go?
I did the one, then I did the two.
Okay. All right, should we call it?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Oh, does she want to? Oh, she wants to go one. Nope.
Oh,
Jennifer wants to go one more time.
All right, Jennifer's going one more time. You guys want to go one more time? Well, then go. Not going to stop you. Great Dane. Oh.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I meant to say full master. I don't know why I said Great Dane. Whoa. The ball's broken. Game over. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap everything up for today. So I want to say thank you to everyone
for coming.
Hopefully it's been a good fall session.
Did you guys feel like this was a good session today? Or Brian, what'd you think of it? It's your first time joining us. Next time you're going to be in the mix. You will be.
So we're gonna be on hiatus for a little bit, but we'll be back in kind of late winter, spring time,
February, March.
When we're hoping for spring at least.
There'll be announcements. We'll have the Ask Me Anythings online so people can still continue to do the interactive stuff.
Right.
And of course, any activities that we have coming up will be posted on our website. So
Right.
everybody enjoy their holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love if you guys wanted to come in person, Tiffany and Rachel. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, thanks for joining us.